A diagnosis suddenly changes the whole trajectory of what you thought your life would look like. No one plans to be sick. No one plans to have their body start to break down in some way or another. One day, out of the blue, you get a diagnosis, and the life you sought and planned for suddenly takes a major turn. It is perfectly normal for your emotions to be all over the place. I know mine were. I tried to stay positive, but the fear of the unknown was there all the time with all the what ifs. Some days are easier than others to stay positive, and it's really important for you to take care of yourself and be loving and compassionate to yourself. The ways in which you deal with the emotional aspects of a diagnosis can really be what determines the outcome, and this is where tapping comes in. The tapping points are, there's a chart in the bonus section so that you can refer to it, but you start out on the side of the hand known as the karate chop, and we repeat that statement 3 times. Then there's the inside of the eyebrow, the side of the eye, under the nose, under the mouth, the collarbone, under the arm, and the top of the head. And you can use either your right or left hand to do it. So start on the side of the hand. Even though I've been given a diagnosis and I'm really scared, I honor myself and my emotions about this. Even though I was told that my symptoms were due to this diagnosis and I might have to learn to live with it, I'm feeling defeated and scared. I honor all my feelings and everything about this and validate how I feel. Even though I'm really scared and upset about what my doctor said to me, feeling powerless, I choose to take my power back. I'm open to being hopeful and letting go. So go to the eyebrow. I'm really scared. Under the side of the eye. This diagnosis. Under the eye, this diagnosis. The words the doctor said, telling me that I have a diagnosis. And I put a lot of meaning on this diagnosis. I've heard a lot about this diagnosis, and some have it hasn't been good. I've read a lot about it. I've Googled on it on the internet. I've heard horror stories about this diagnosis, and I'm really scared. My doctor's words. It's so scary for me. What does this mean for me? What happens from here? I'm really scared, but I'm open to being in the moment, right here and right now. It's essential for me to be in the moment, where I can plant a seed of hope and allow that seed to grow. Allowing the hope to grow. I can sit in the fear if I want to, but all that creates is more stress in my mind, in my body, and in my life. And I'm open to letting go. This is the new normal for me. It's a change. It's a plot twist in my story. So I'm open to rewriting the story. And I get to rewrite the ending. I get to stand within my power. I have the ability to have hope, to take my power back. I am hopeful of that. I'm letting go. Now take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Calming the vagus nerve, back to the side of the hand. Even though I have all these emotions around my diagnosis, I love and accept how I feel. I love and accept myself and how I feel. Even though I have so much anxiety and fear around my diagnosis, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm so afraid and stressed out about my diagnosis and what it means for me and my future, I love myself and I accept how I feel. All these emotions around my diagnosis, they're so overwhelming. Whenever I think about my diagnosis, I feel fear and so much anxiety. All this fear, all this anxiety. It's so overwhelming. All the stress in my body. I'm scared about what it means for me right now. And I'm scared about what it means for my future. All this fear and anxiety around my diagnosis. Is my diagnosis really true? Why can't my body heal itself? I don't want this to be true. But I'm so afraid of this. I'm so scared that it's true. Sometimes it feels like my body's betraying me. And my diagnosis just makes everything worse. All of this anger at my body, all this anger at my doctors and my diagnosis. I'm just so angry about this pain. All this anger about my pain and the diagnosis. It's safe to feel this anger, and it's safe to let it go. It's safe to let go of all this anger. It's safe to feel hope about my symptoms, that my whole symptoms will go away. It's safe to relax. It's safe to release all these negative emotions around my diagnosis, allowing myself to feel hope for symptoms in my future. Maybe my diagnosis isn't the final word. What if things could change? This diagnosis is just an opinion. What if all I need to do right now is relax? I'm so much more than my diagnosis. I'm a powerful, loving presence. I am a powerful, loving presence in my life. And I give myself permission to relax about my health. I am open to positive possibilities. As I relax, it's easier to feel open to get things getting better. And I trust myself in this process. I open up to this feeling of peace and freedom now. Now take a deep breath, breathe in, and release it as if you're blowing through a straw. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this helps you to feel a little better and release some of all this stress and anxiety of this diagnosis.